So this is bad. You can have the perfect setup, the cleanest signal, the tightest risk, and still lose by just 10 milliseconds, because in futures, you're not just trading the market, you're racing other traders to that exact same fill. So today, we're going to talk about the only upgrade that consistently wins that race, putting your trading on a low latency VPS right next to CME, specifically QuantVPS, and why connection speed is the hidden P&L line nobody budgets for, with a story at the end that shows exactly how a tiny delay can touch multiple accounts all at once. Let's get into it. Hey, I'm Forrest Knight. Come for the edge, stay for the execution. So let's talk about the problem. I want you to look at your current path to the CME. First, you go from your phone to your home Wi-Fi, ISP, the public internet, to Chicago, to CME in Aurora. Every hop adds latency. Every millisecond adds slippage. In a fast tape, that's the difference between filled at a price and chasing into red. Third place doesn't get a trophy. It just gets you worse fills. Most traders think, more RAM, bigger monitor. But the truth is, your distance to CME and your network path matter more than your desk setup. If you're 20 to 80 milliseconds away on a typical cloud or from home, you're showing up to a drag race in a delivery van. Meanwhile, purpose-built servers sitting near CME can cut that to sub-millisecond. That is not a rounding error, by the way, guys. That's the actual outcome. Now, let's take a look at the track. CME's matching engines live in Aurora, Illinois. If your strategy talks to the exchange from down the street, orders hit the books faster, period. QuantVPS is engineered for that exact path, advertising just about half a millisecond to CME on Pro and Ultra tiers and under half a millisecond on dedicated with Chicago side bandwidth sized for market spikes. That's the ball game for fills. And here's the context. Major connectivity providers benchmark rack to rack and metro routes in single digit milliseconds because pros treat distance like money. If you're not minimizing hops, you're donating edge. Let's hop in the car. Servers in Chicago built for CME routing advertise 0 to 1 millisecond delays to the venues that matter. Hardware built for burst. Current gen CPUs and NVMe so your platform, whether it's NinjaTrader, QuantTower, Bookmap, don't choke when the DOM turns into a fire hose. There's also network headroom. Gigabyte per second internet unmetered plus DDoS protection so a random spike doesn't become a random outage. And they have plans that scale with you, from a light box for charting to dedicated for high frequency logic. Start small and then move up when your risk and size demand it. Here's the translation. You floor it and the car actually moves. Now, let's get into the race. With your home setup, you're multiple state lines away, traversing consumer ISPs. That's like launching from the parking lot behind the track. Generic clouds, whether it's any of the big box names, are great for web apps, but they're not optimized for exchange adjacency. You might get 15 to 50 milliseconds into Aurora depending on region and pathing. That's a heavy GT car on street tires. Capital E enterprise co-location. Fast as possible, yeah, and it's priced like a race team. If you're not wiring 6 figures a year, a tuned VPS gets you frighteningly close to that performance at trader size budgets. QuantVPS sits in the sweet spot. It's built for trading, priced for traders, and laser focused on CME adjacency. Even competitor marketing acknowledges Aurora is the track to be on. QuantVPS is purpose built to launch there. Here's why milliseconds equal money. Every millisecond between you and the matching engine is more opportunity for price to move away. That shows up as slippage on market orders, missed limits that become FOMO chases, delayed exits that turn paper cuts into real cuts, cut latency, and you improve fill probability and reduce slippage variance. It's the simplest risk control you'll ever freaking implement. For you on-the-go traders that use a trade copier, this next part's for you. And here's the nightmare nobody talks about. You're on the move. You're at airport Wi-Fi. You got 1 bar LTE. You tap into your leader account on your phone, trusting your VPS to mirror those trades across all of your follower accounts via whatever trade copier you're using. You enter. Price explodes. You flatten on your phone. You think you're safe, but your phone's packet got there late. The copier on the VPS fired the replicas after your exit. Now the followers are long while the leader is flat. The market snaps back, and in seconds, you're burned multiple accounts because your mobile path lagged the exchange path. The fix isn't to never trade mobile. It's architecting so the first and last command, entry and exit, originate on the VPS near CME. Where the copier lives and where latency is measured in microseconds, not coffee shop Wi-Fi. Use your phone as a remote steering wheel to the VPS session, not as the engine. QuantVPS exists for precisely this use case. Keep the logic and the copier where the exchange is, then let your phone control the box. Okay? So here's a 90-second playbook for how you can set this up. 1, you got to pick the right plan. For charting and discretionary trading, start with VPS Pro. For multiple platforms plus heavy tape, use VPS Ultra. For the tightest tick to trade and custom routing, you want to get that dedicated server. Here's the second step. Install your stack on the VPS. The trading platform, your data feeds, your copier. Keep all of your order routing server side. And here's step 3. You can remote in from anywhere. Your desktop at home, your laptop on the road, on your phone, your tablet, right into your VPS session. Your inputs travel to Chicago. Orders never leave Chicago. Last step, stress test during RTH volatility. Open, news, and roll periods. Watch field quality and CPU network telemetry and upgrade before you need to, guys. Now, let's go ahead and close this video out. At the start of this video, we said you're racing, and that's the truth. Every trade is a grid start. You can keep showing up from the suburbs in a minivan, or you can stage at the line with a car that actually hooks. If you trade CME futures, proximity is policy. QuantVPS is the simplest, most cost-effective way to put your strategy where the market really lives and to keep your copier, your exits, and your capital out of latency jail. I want to know what you're running now and how far you are from CME. Drop your latency in the comments and what changed when you moved closer. Have an excellent rest of your day. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you at the open. And for those of you looking for coaching, of course, check out our community. Deuces.